Hello, good morning, friends. Welcome to science class. Lesson 8 we have started, that was wind, storms, and cyclones. Two part we have already done. In the first part, we have seen so many activities related to air and its properties. In the next, we saw uh, what we can say, that is related to, we can say, movement of air and how it gets affected due to uneven heating of earth or land or water, that we have seen in the second video, and it was very short, so I hope you might have gone through it. So let's start the part 3, and this is the last part of the video, and here we'll discuss about thunderstorms and cyclones. So before starting or before going into detail about these, we should know what are these terms, thunderstorms and cyclones. So let's see what is there. Thunderstorm. Many a times rain is associated with lightning. Rain with lightning is called thunderstorm. This happens mostly in the summer. What they are saying, if the rain is also associated with lightning if it is occurring and rain is there, that means thunderstorm is there. So thunderstorm occurs frequently in hot and humid tropical areas such as India. In summer, the air rises up along with lot of moisture. After rising up to a certain height, water vapor cools down and starts coming down in the form of water droplets. Because in the summer the earth's surface is hot as compared to the upper area. So the air which is near the land, it is heated up and it moves upward, and when it reaches to a certain height, water vapor cools down and starts coming down in the form of water droplets. The swift means fast movement of fast drifting of water droplets creates electricity among clouds. This manifests in the form of lightning and sound, and this is known as thunderstorm. I hope you might have heard thunderstorm in the beginning of monsoon season, especially. Next was the term cyclone. So what is cyclone? Fast moving air towards a center, usually with heavy rain, is known as cyclone. You might be knowing about different names of cyclone like Nilofer, and many others have recently come, and we have come across with such words of cyclone. So wind direction, wind speed, humidity and temperature together create cyclone. When water vapor in the clouds cools down, it releases heat. This heat warms the air around the clouds, and then what happens? The warm air rises up and creates a low pressure zone. When the warm air will go up, so the lower zone will become of low pressure. So this low pressure zone is quickly filled in by cooler air from the surrounding, because we know from high pressure to low pressure area, air moves. So this creates a system in which the center is having very low pressure and is surrounded by wind moving around it. The wind from the surrounding moves in a circular fashion towards the center and gives rise to this cyclone. So here in the diagram also you can see these are surrounding winds which are coming inside this center area. So here center area is having low pressure, and that high speed winds are moving out. So this was the term thunderstorm and cyclone. Now how this cyclone comes? Let's study in detail. Formation of cyclones. The main energy for tropical cyclone is the warm oceans in the tropical regions. And if you just apply your some logic that we are also having oceans in our area, Gujarat area, we are having many oceans. So, and that we also know we are having hot climate in our area. So our oceans become warm, and it is the only main source for tropical cyclones. So because of these oceans only we are getting cyclones again and again in every year. So the main source for energy for tropical cyclone is the warm ocean in the tropical regions. To initiate a tropical cyclone, the sea surface temperature generally needs to be above 26.5. So what do you think? This temperature would not be there in the ocean? Of course it would be there, because it is the open water body where it is getting continuously heat for 7 to 8 hours. So it has more than this temperature. So because of this only the cyclone comes. However, existing cyclone often persist as they move over cooler waters. The development of a tropical cyclone also relies on favorable broad scale and wind regimes, and can persist for several days, with many following quite erratic paths. They lose their source of energy when they move over land or colder oceans, causing them to dissipate. Weakening may also occur if the cyclone moves into an unfavorable wind regime, which disrupts the structure of the system. So many a times you might be knowing that this year was also we were having the high alert of cyclone, but after few days we only heard the news that it has changed its path and has gone somewhere else. So it happens that it disappear because of some of the unfavorable conditions. Sometimes a decaying tropical cyclone may interact with a weather system in higher latitudes to cause impact far from the tropic area. Now, what are the destructions caused by cyclone? You might be knowing about that in Orissa in 1999 there was a very severe cyclone, very destructive cyclone has come. So because of that many people lost their lives and many have lost their properties and all. So we know about the destruction, then also let's read it out. A strong cyclone can be very destructive. Since cyclone is accompanied with high speed wind, it can damage houses, telephone poles, electric poles, and uproot trees also. Strong wind of the cyclone may push the sea water towards the seashore in the form of high wave. These high waves may damage houses and push water to lowland areas, which may be accompanied with loss of life and properties. Being the area of very low pressure, eye of cyclone lifts water in the center. This may cause the rise of water up to 3 to 15 meter high. This appears like a water wall. This water wall, when pushed towards seashore, can indeed a large area which can cause the loss of life and property. In India, the eastern coastal region is more vulnerable to cyclone. In terms of intensity and frequency of cyclones, compared to the western coasts. That's why Kerala was hit by the cyclone. Cyclone is known by different names in different countries. Like cyclone is known as hurricane in the American country, and it is known as typhoon in Philippines and Japan. So in short, we can say many destruction of lives and properties takes place because of cyclone. But it is a natural calamity. We cannot stop it, but we can take precaution to overcome that. Effects of cyclone. The main effects of cyclones include heavy rain, strong wind, large storm surge at landfall, and tornadoes. The destruction from a cyclone depends mainly on its intensity. The intensity means speed of the wind, its size, and its location. Cyclones act to remove the forest canopy as well as change the landscape near coastal areas by moving and reshaping sand dunes and causing extensive erosion along the coast. Even well inland, heavy rainfall can lead to mudslides and landslides in mountainous areas. So these all are the after effects which can be felt after cyclone. Now here you can see cyclones safe design and construction. In cyclonic region close to the coast, a site above the likely inundation, that is more level, should be given preference. Means high level houses should be constructed. For individual buildings, a circular or polygonal plan shape is preferred or over rectangular or square plans. Where building is constructed on columns, it is necessary that columns are properly braced on both the directions. So here few of the, we can say, safe construction site, its guidelines, we can say it is given here to overcome the cyclone if it comes, how we can overcome the loss of lives and properties. So you can read it out. Next, precaution during cyclones. What precaution we can take? Like trees will need regular trimmings, keep the storm water drains free from any blocks. You should take refuge at the strongest part of your home, like where you have the concrete columns. So columns should be made of concrete, not of any other material. Don't stand beneath ceiling fans and chandeliers which may fall down. When the cyclone comes, we should not be there. When the strong wind blows, cover yourself with pillows and bed sheets to reduce the physical injury. Avoid phone as there will be lightning in the atmosphere, and that lightning can harm your electronic devices as well as you if you are using it. At the same time, you should be prepared to leave your home sufficiently in advance to safety. Then you must always have a safety kit, or you must train yourself to make the kit in a short time. If hurricane is likely to cross on your journey way, take shelter in a safe place. If after the hurricane is over, you may have the danger of being hit by some falling objects. So these precautions we should take if the cyclone comes. Now, what are tornadoes? This also one of the new word is given into your textbook on the page number 89. So tornadoes are the very fast moving dark cloud in the shape of a funnel. The speed of violent tornadoes may be up to 300 km Tornadoes are as destructive as cyclone. Tornadoes may form within cyclone. So if the cyclone has formed, inside it a tornado can form. It is what? It is the very fast moving dark cloud, as you can see in the picture. Structure of tornado. This is very clear picture. You can see it is in the shape of funnel, which we are using in the science laboratories. Now, effective safety measures. What we should take to prevent us from cyclone. Safety services towards cyclone and other disaster by government and other agencies. First, that is cyclone forecast and warning services. With the advance in the technology, cyclone can be forecast in about 24 to 48 hours in advance. This you might be knowing that we are getting the cyclone forecast before 2-3 days. So because of this advancement of technology only, satellites are forecasting all these natural disasters. This becomes possible because of satellites and computers. When a cyclone is nearer to the coastline, the cyclone warning is forecasted almost at every half an hour. Rapid communication to the government and concerned people. Communication about the cyclone is given quickly to the government and the people so that proper safety measures or rescue operations can be carried out. Construction of cyclone shelters in the cyclone prone areas, shifting the people quickly to a safer place. So these are some of the points which can be done as a safety measure to overcome the cyclone or its destruction. Then action on the part of people. Something should be done by the people or by the public also to overcome the cyclone. So what is there? Pay attention towards warning broadcast from time to time. We have to pay attention towards the warning broadcast, and for that we should listen the news daily. In case of a cyclone warning, stock necessary food items and medicines so that you should not run for that here and there. If possible, move to a safer place. Fishermen should not venture into the sea during a cyclone warning. This might you would be knowing that when the cyclone warning we are also getting this news that fishermen are not allowed to go into the sea area or ocean area. Cooperate with other in the community and help the rescue team. So these some of the, we can say, rules or some of the guidelines we should follow, and this help we can do to the government to overcome the cyclones part. So here we end up with the chapter. Read the chapter properly, and also I am sending you one of the video where you will be learning how the formation of cyclone from a thunderstorm takes place, and it is also accompanied by one experiment, so you would be more clear about how cyclone is taking place into our areas. So see that video and read your textbook for better understanding. Now take care and also write down the question answers into your notebook, so complete your notebook properly, and all the best for your exams. Thank you.
Cyclone. Every year climate will change. With the seasonal change, cyclones are formed, and some of them will make catastrophic. Let's see how cyclones are formed. As we know, cyclones are formed in ocean, but how it forms? When the Earth rotating in its equator region, maximum amount of sunlight will reflect on sea level. As a result, sea level temperature will rise. Due to Earth rotation, wind from different direction hit on ocean surface. This will raise pressure level above seawater and pressure will decrease below sea level surface. This phenomenon will create swirl on water at sea surface where maximum pressure occurred. This swirl of water is called as vortex. On center of vortex creating a place-like pit, this is named as eye, and surround the area of pit is named as eye wall. The wind that pushes from different directions spin through eye and air become warm, then goes up from ocean. The evaporation process occurs, while warm air goes up. The swirl of water will move slowly depend on Earth rotation and wind direction. When cyclone hit the land, there is no longer fed by energy but, in sea level energy feeds to cyclone continuously. After certain time of survive on land cyclone relieve its energy absolutely. Even though cyclone not fed by energy on land, heavy cyclone will cause much more damage on land. A storm will swirl in clockwise direction at South Pole, and swirl in anti-clockwise direction at North Pole. Swirling direction of storm will change depend on Earth rotation. When the storm's speed is 39 miles per hour, then it is called as tropical storm, as well as when storm obtains speed of 74 miles per hour, then it is officially announced as tropical cyclone. Mostly, tropical cyclones will form at Atlantic Ocean and North Pacific Ocean. Cause of cyclones will conclude by following factors. They are speed of wind swirling and speed of storm rising up from ocean. Yearly, 86 storms are formed around the globe. In this 47 obtain cyclone speed, and, out of 47, 20 cyclones only reach intense level. Most of the cyclones will lose its energy in ocean, and some of the heavy cyclones will reach land. These cyclones will lead to heavy wind and rain. Let's see the cyclone formation with small experiment. Take a bucket of hot water and shuffle water with stick. Now you can notice that vortex is forming. Through this vortex, water will evaporate faster. When the same process happening on ocean, heavy wind from different direction will feed high energy to storm. To identify cyclone or storm formation, geostationary satellites launch 22,000 miles away from Earth. Thank you.